And now for your local Weather Authority forecast with Chief Meteorologist John Mayer on Fox 24 News. First at 9.
A little bit of a warmer start to the work week out there, especially compared to where we were yesterday. Remember those highs in the 80s? They're gone. Now we're back into the 90s and then some. And, well, it's just a matter of time before we see these numbers start to heat back up. In fact, we can even be talking about some record-setting highs by this weekend. And it's easy to see which one's the odd man out here. Yesterday, a high of 81 degrees, thanks to the clouds, thanks to the rain, and, well, now back into the 90s. And from here on out, just warming up as we move through the rest of this work week. But the one change of pace for us out there today, we did manage to pull in some storms into an area where we desperately needed the rainfall, the same area where we didn't manage to see it this weekend. So this was really best case scenario. No severe storms, but pulling in rain all along the eastern basin and southern Trans-Pecos, the areas where we have the most extreme drought still in effect. So any chance we can keep that rain going. Unfortunately, we do see those showers and storms get real close out towards Abilene, San Angelo tomorrow afternoon and evening. So you might think maybe we could pull some of that in. Not really the case. We'll continue to see that rain just outside, just sort of teasing us off to the east. Never quite makes its way all the way into West Texas. And that's all thanks to that Gulf moisture we're seeing right now. Not a hurricane, not a tropical storm, but definitely a lot of Gulf moisture pulling in along the eastern edge of the state and bringing some rainfall just outside of West Texas. And unfortunately, with that missing the mark, rain chances are pretty slim over the next few days. And now we start to see these numbers becoming the big story. 93-degree high today, just a hair below average. But next couple of days, we're going to see these numbers on a steady climb. And that's about as steady as you can get, from 93 to 94 to 95 by Wednesday. But that's not the end of it. No, that is just the beginning. And Wednesday is our last official day of spring. First day of summer on Thursday. And from there on out, we just crank these numbers back up to near record highs as we head towards the weekend. So what are we in store for overnight? Well, temperatures right now sitting in the low to mid 80s, certainly on the warm side for us this evening. Continues into the overnight thanks to a little bit of that cloud cover sticking around. Should act as a blanket. Keeps us hanging out in the mid 70s for overnight lows into Tuesday morning, and from there on out, well, we just watch these numbers ballooning back up. Tomorrow afternoon, creeping up towards those mid-90s again. 93 in Hobbs, 96 Jal, 94 Andrews. A little bit cooler off to the east, though. Only 91 Big Spring. Gale keeps some of that cloud cover sticking around along the eastern basin. 91 Garden City, 90 Cope Ranch, and 91 in Big Lake. But then we start to get a little further south, and we see these numbers on the rise. 96 Monahans, Grand Falls, 97 in Barstow, Trans-Pecos keeps that trend going. 97 in Pecos, 96 in Balmorhea, and near triple-digit highs. We're getting closer. 99 into Red Bluff, and along I-10, it's more of those mid-90s, and then down along the southern border, another near triple-digit high. In fact, we might hit that 100-degree mark there in Presidio. Davis Mountains even getting back up into those lower 90s. One holdout, though, Fort Davis, 89 for tomorrow afternoon. So with temperatures on the rise and with that chance for triple-digit highs for the start of summer, exactly how hot will it get by the time we hit this weekend? That's a big question, and we'll touch on that and more coming up in your 7-day forecast after the break. Stay tuned. All right, well, here comes the changes. 94, 95, 97 for the first day of summer, 98 on Friday, and then when we hit triple digits, we jump in feet first, all the way up to 105 Saturday afternoon, 102 on Sunday, Monday, and that's Saturday especially. That's going to be our best chance if we're going to see any chance to break a record out there. Our record high for that day is 108 degrees, and honestly, 105 might be a little bit conservative. We could see that number creeping closer towards that record-setting high. And even Friday might get into those triple digits out there. Still keeping an eye on a weak cold front that'll try to make its way down into West Texas, but I really think it's going to stall out just to the north. And that's why we see these temperatures creeping up day after day after day. And then, boy, this weekend, here we go again, back into those triple digits. So be prepared for a lot of heat and rain chances. They're just not there over the next 7 days. Should be staying pretty dry out there through the extended forecast.